in this direction, we will be heading towards Woolsthorpe. But first we're going to take a peek at this kind of a off-road bit. And this part would have gone up towards Bottisford, crossed the A52 and then joined with the line from Grantham to Nottingham.
And there is a signal post somewhere in there. Don't know
Yeah,
if it's still there or not.
yeah, it'd be good to see if there is something along here like that. Oh, quite a bit of undergrowth. Hopefully it clears up along the way. Check this out in the undergrowth here. It's like a metal looking post. And this looks like it might have been part of an old gate of some kind. So it might just have been that this closed off the area for a while. But then look at this. There's this here in the ground as well. It's a post.
What?
It's like a post. So this probably isn't railway related, but it would have like lifted up and stopped maybe cars coming along here. Oh, interesting. It'd be nice if they could maybe make this part into a cycle path as well, because then you'd have like a whole section. Although I suppose they wouldn't want to connect it up to a main A road, but at least they could finish short maybe or something like that. Doesn't look like it's going to majorly clear up, but as long as we're essentially following the track bed, we should find bits that we're looking for. It's probably got to be the most overgrown one we've been on so far. What do you reckon, buddy?
Yes.
And we've come across an old foot crossing. Oh, what is this over here? There's bits of post and brick and all sorts. Oh, we got a sleeper. God, so maybe crossing keeper's hut or something, or who knows really. But then there's, yeah, this is like probably part of a fence as well. So, but yeah, a nice find in the undergrowth nonetheless. And we got into a rather impassable looking area. Maybe come back sometime. But at least we got a little way.
Yeah, that's good enough.
Now we can work our way towards Woolsthorpe. So we're now walking along the track bed of the Woolsthorpe Branchline. We've done the overgrown bit. Now the Woolsthorpe Branchline was never for passengers, it was for Ironstone working, and it was only ever meant to go as far as Woolsthorpe. But then they extended it further out to Harston. And what they did is, when it went through the Ironstone workings, each one of the workings had their own narrow gauge railway or tram network that was used to bring the Ironstone to the railway.
Amazing, isn't it?
It sure is, pretty fascinating. As you can see, the line went south from Bottisford and continued to Woolsthorpe. Then it curled around, had to follow the natural hills as it went round to Harston. Now this line runs for a while alongside the Grantham Canal until at the point of Woolsthorpe it crosses over the canal and then heads towards Harston. And we'll cover that bit in a next part. We have a farm crossing, and along here in the distance is the Grantham Canal. And this will run alongside the railway track bed. Bridge number 59. Oh, I think we found something up here. Oh, it's a lock. Right. What the Canal and River Trust are doing with the Grantham Canal at the moment is they're restoring parts of it. So there are certain areas where they have totally restored the locks, and there are some that are still waiting restoration. For example, this one. One day we might still see barges. Very cool. So the footpath, for a very short while, veers off to the right, and we go round alongside the canal for a short while. And the reason for this is there would have been a river bridge around here. Interesting how they've used what looks like old sleepers for this. Oh dear. What's the saying? Getting too old. And I think you can just about well, that's still sleepers and stuff like that. So it looks like they've shored up the wall where the railway would have crossed this little brook. Just a little bit further in the distance, I might just need to try and take a picture of that. It actually goes underneath the canal. Oh, that's the track bed.
Bridge or something.
What is it?
There's a bridge right here. Probably a culvert.
Okay, let's have a little look. Oh yeah, you're right. That is cool.
Oh, there is.
So this is where the canal continues, and we're going to continue along this way. And we are coming up to our first overbridge, and what they've done with this one is they've redesigned it would have been a normal bridge, but now it resembles more of a tunnel. Definitely not original. It's at this point where the Viking Way joins the railway. The footpath which runs pretty much from the banks of the River Humber all the way down to Rutland Water. Well, when the Ironstone mining finished up, this line closed in the 70s, and then round about 1979, 1980, they lifted up all the tracks. Then a little while after that, it was acquired as cycle network route number 15. Just in the background there's railway related gate and gate posts. And as we push forward, we will come up to an overbridge which crosses a road, which would in turn cross the canal.